Good evening to all our viewers on Speedgaming Prime, and welcome to this special presentation of the Zelda 1 Randomizer community. Speedgaming Live 2024, the online tournament, now reaches the semi-final point where we shift from a best of 1 to a best of 3. Ugondis takes on Shatty in this semi-final. Moonrise and Phoenix here bring you the action, and joining me in the booth, JXB Adam. Welcome back. Good to see you.
Hey, Moonrisen, it's good to be here. I am excited for this match. We are almost at the end of this tournament. The cream of the crop is rising, and honestly, I can't wait to see what kind of a show these two put on tonight.
Absolutely right. Some might be surprised to see these names up here, but let me tell you, I have been playing Z1R for some time, and I can tell you, these two are solid runners. We're gonna have some fun tonight.
Absolutely. If you look back at it in the group stages, I believe Shatty and Ugondis both came from the same group. Ugondis was the only person in that group to hand Shatty a loss. So we are in for a treat.
And that's saying something because, yeah, both accomplished runners. Absolutely. And, yeah, well, we know where we're starting. We're starting at the wood sword screen. Question is, what's there tonight?
It's unlikely to be the wood sword, but that could happen. Chat, you know the questions I always ask. What's our first dungeon going to be? And what's our last dungeon going to be? And I mean that the runners find, not that the runners are going to complete, because we already know the last dungeon they'll complete is level 9.
The last one we're going to find? Let's go funny. Let's go level 3. As we're underway here in the semifinals, Ugondis and Shatty. We've got a decently priced piece of meat there, 84 rupees.
Absolutely. And now our runners are off looking for some kind of offense. And of course, some dungeons. And the best time to purchase meteor insurance is when you're at 0 rupees.
For those unfamiliar with it, that was our door repair message for the evening. And both of our runners still following in each other's footsteps. In the river, more insurance, more door repairs, more not caring about that.
That's right. Let's see what door number 3 has. It's got 3 more doors.
Well, we're going to care for that. Especially with where the first one takes us. That is going to be 4 out of 5. And that one right there for Shatty might make it 5 out of 5 Armos checks very quickly. Small secret found for Ugondis just out of Death Armos, 7 rupees.
Not great, but not the worst it could end up being.
Oh, well,
that's a bow for our Armos item.
That's certainly a thing, isn't it?
It's absolutely a thing, but right now it doesn't help us because we still need money to be able to buy arrows, and then, of course, money to shoot those arrows.
I mean, you don't know. White sword item might be silvers. Also, let's consider dark nuts on the overworld.
Dark nuts on the overworld. We like to see that, I guess. That just means that the wand isn't going to be as useful when we're in dungeons.
Yeah, that depends where we see dark nuts.
The whiz robes. Whiz robes is what I was going for, but yes.
Same. Yeah, I was, wow. Okay. Now
all good, Moonrisen.
Yeah, now we start to see who's been lacking caffeine all day. Anyway, back into the 80 rows for Ugondis. And sees the Debt Mountain spot.
Well, we got a casino corner. It just wasn't the corner we're used to. Far southwest.
Think that's the last time we're seeing that spot tonight?
We might see it on Ugondis' side, but I don't think Shatty's going to go down there to gamble.
Ugondis was actually first to see it, and Ugondis is also first to find the wood sword at 241. Just east of the Grave Armos. Wow, that is some spot for that.
There are worse places. 9 rupee bombs and a 52 rupee candle. That's not terrible at all.
Find a couple of medium secrets and you're rolling. I believe.
This is true.
Blue Octorok's rolling +2, but Ugondis says, thank you for the bomb pack. I will use it wisely. So first check is the Grave Potion Shop, and more insurance is going to wipe out Ugondis' 7 rupees.
Still not a terrible time to find those. Let's see, we've already seen 3 of them. How many door repairs are there in a second quest overworld? Do you know, Moonrisen?
I believe that's 10.
Aha, same as first quest. And a oddly vanilla medium secret at 30.
Absolutely, and first quest has 9. However, first dungeon of the evening on Shatty's side, level 4, and that was a key. I thought for a moment that was a candle, but that's just the sprite set playing tricks on me.
Yep, that was in fact a key. That's one of the good reasons for dipping a dungeon early, even swordless. You might come across some kind of items, whether it's a key, but that's something you don't want to come across.
And unfortunately for Shatty, he might figure out that this may well be the push block for the item here in level 4.
Yeah, and another key, and those are Lionel's.
You mean Pains. However, there's a Triforce piece, and Shatty says, thank you very much. I'll take the first Triforce of the evening. 5 minutes in, pick up in level 4.
Hey, there we go. Just goes to show that sometimes walking around a little swordless can give you something good. In this case, the Triforce. And Oh, go ahead.
Is it just me, or did Blue Moblins also roll +2?
It looks like it. I think they're taking about 5 stabs.
Unfortunately, Ugondis took one too many arrows. Back to start he goes.
Yeah, we don't have a ring yet, and those arrows hurt. At least a half heart at a time.
So here's an interesting question for you. Ugondis is 60 rupees. He knows the candle's 52 and the bombs are 9. Do you go for the candle immediately? That you know where it is?
It's right by an any road, and we know where the any roads are, and they're not that far from start, so in my mind, that's what I would do. Looks like Ugondis is farming some bombs, maybe? Went right by it. Right to the any roads over here, of course.
Yeah, I think he's going straight for that. No, he's not. Shatty, meanwhile, going to check the coast item. What do we got? We have
the wooden boomerang, I think. Is that the wooden boomerang, or was that the power bracelet? Tough to tell.
I think that was the boomerang, and our tracker, Califax, just confirmed it.
Thank goodness we have Califax here tracking for us, because man, oh man, I would be just having trouble, as you can see right now.
Ugondis, meanwhile, he's about to go check out what's on the coast with another bomb pack to spare.
Bombs aren't that expensive this seed, but free on the ground is always cheaper than buying them in the shop.
And Ugondis says, oh, that's what's on the coast? Yeah, it's staying there. Door repair incoming, and it went just slightly south of vanilla. 19 rupees.
And more importantly, that takes Ugondis out of candle range for now.
For now, but the southern coast might get him right back up there. Not yet. I have absolutely been where Ugondis just... Oh, that's not a door repair.
Wait a minute.
Ugondis, hold on. That's some money. That's not enough money for it to help what you were going for. So Shatty going to check out Casino Corner, and well, there's your arrow shop for the evening. 61 rupees.
Yeah, Ugondis finding the letter while Shatty was discovering the arrow shop. Looks like Ugondis heading up towards Casino Corner now.
Seaside's going to be the first check, though, and wow, that is some cheap bait right there. 50 rupees, and you love to see that.
Gotta mark that one down. That key, on the other hand, not as friendly at 89.
Yeah, let's see if Ugondis' luck keeps going on these bomb drops. He's been pretty lucky, and speaking of lucky, Shatty's luck runs out at the White Sword Cave, stopped by a bunch of dart nuts.
Yeah, that screen's not very friendly, and Ugondis' bomb luck does continue. However, once he goes right, he's going to find that the door repairs just keep a-coming.
Yep, and there goes another 19 rupees from Ugondis' wallet. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
Ugondis, you're a bit short on the rupee count.
This isn't the game where we get to steal from the shops.
At least not yet. So Ugondis is going to find the gambling game, says no thank you, and Shatty picks up his wood sword. 9 minutes, 45 seconds. That's a 7-minute advantage for Ugondis, but there hasn't been much to talk about in those 7 minutes. Just a bunch of bomb spots that Ugondis has found out, but still no dungeons for him.
Yep, Shatty does see the candle and bomb shop. We'll probably note that down for later when money is a little more plentiful.
Nice sneak there by Ugondis. Going to check the Lost Hills. East Lost Hills says level 9.
We'll be back later.
Much later.
And a question in chat, where are all the dungeons? Well, I'm guessing most of them are going to be blocked in one way or the other. Unless you're, of course, in the Lost Hills, because we've got level 4 up here. Shatty saw that earlier. Ugondis does have the pointy stick, so we'll be able to kill some things in here.
Let's see if that Blue Land Molar Room is going to be the actual drop here.
Very well could be, but that's a difficult room to take down. Looks like Shatty's purchasing some bombs.
Here it is. And Ugondis says, nope, I'm not.
Oh, might try to block clip now after knowing what's there. Look at that block clip.
Wow, that was as clean as it gets. Love to see it. Let's see if he's rewarded with it. It is.
It pushes. Now, is it a segment? And no, it's the item.
Oh, power bracelet and 4. Yeah, Ugondis is going to be happy with that. You have to be after how you handled that room.
Nice find. It gives you the item. You know, once you find the Triforce, you're done. And we know from our perspective, having seen Shatty already swordless to the item, or to the Triforce, excuse me, that we know that this dungeon should be completable for Ugondis.
Absolutely right. Now, the question is this dangerous for Shatty? Because when does he go back to level 4?
Well, so far, if we just look at what the information we have, level 4 is one of the only things available.
So far, you're right. Shatty going to be using those bombs, though. He's going to check out the south coast, not find much there.
Ugondis taking it a little easy with the pancakes, knowing another pancake hug is just what that is. Back to start.
Indeed. This may not hurt him, though. I don't believe that was the way to the Triforce, but he's out.
He might be gonna pop that south door, or try to. Oh, he pops a bomb wall. Interesting.
Shatty didn't do that, I believe. Oh, this is a room.
Well, it's connected to the start room and has bubbles, so just leave the room and that'll save your progress. Assuming, of course, that you don't just end up, kills the Zol with a bomb, and Ugondis is saying, I don't need to save the room. I know how to do combat, unlike a certain commentator who's talking right now.
Well, oh, and look at that. Wow, that is fortuitous right there for Ugondis, I think.
Yep, let's see if Ugondis does decide to exit and pop the door, or just uses the key. Using the key.
Can't say I blame him there. Oh, boy. I don't know. A room full of Spinies doesn't really catch any danger flags on my end. But that room right there, yeah, that does. Bunch of Lionels don't like that. Ugondis tying it up.
I like where you're at, Moon Risen. If I ever do a custom sprite set, they're just going to be all fluffy-looking, soft things that will just absolutely murder me.
I mean, that's pretty much what this is, isn't it?
Oh, it absolutely is, but it'll look really cute before it kills me. I think it's piranha plants for Shatty though. The Spinies are the dark nuts.
Yeah, believe you're right. Well,
this this flag set though, if you haven't seen enough of it, or if you're not super familiar with Mario, completely understandable. But anyway, there's level 5 at 1Q or 2Q4.
interesting spot for it, but immediately this is a warning flag, and there's Shatty fighting level 8 in Western Debt Mountain. And look at that. Uganda saying, "You're afraid of Lionel's Phoenix? Watch, this is how we do it."
Well, if I've learned anything from watching the higher level runners, it's that everything you have is a resource. Bombs, life, all of it is a resource to be used, as long as you don't use too much of it in the case of life.
I mean, hey, they always say it. The only HP that matters is the last one. Oh,
That's true. Here's our map for level 5.
Interesting. Oh, easy nickel.
That is a pit bull who wants to shake hands with you.
Oh, that's going to be a problem there for Ugondis, but uses his sword beams efficiently. Let's see if he can just take out that Lionel, and you're home free.
That's exactly what I was thinking. That Lionel is the danger in the room, but I believe it's gone now.
It's gone indeed. Shatty back into level 8.
Trying to pirouette a bomb wall or something? Nope.
Oh,
nothing opens. There's the compass right out of reach.
Oh, that hurts a little bit.
Bait block into a ladder block. That's mean game.
Well, that will confirm, I believe, that bait may not be needed here. Heart container in 5 is early for Ugondis.
Yeah, I don't think bait's required, but whether a ladder is required or not remains to be seen.
Another flawless ladder clip, block clip rather, by Ugondis. He's just going to wait out these land molas.
Looks like the red Wizrobes rolled up a little bit.
Oof. That's going to be a problem. So Wizrobes in 8. My apologies. I don't know why I said 3.
8 kind of looks like a 3 if you just cut part of it off. It's okay.
Well, while, you're not wrong, I don't think that's where I was going with it. Push block in 5.
And a potential Goma block in 8. And there's everybody's favorite floating raft. Logs.
The fire wood in 5. And meanwhile, Shatty taking a debt here in 8.
Now the question is, will those logs be useful, or are they just firewood tonight?
They often are firewood. I wouldn't get too excited. Oh, speaking of wouldn't get too excited, you need to clear this to continue in level 5.
Well, that's just gross. Honestly, when the game throws required Pols voice rooms at you, I expect to see the bow. Of course, we already have the bow, so this could be an easy clear if we had saved up some money and bought the arrows.
The Ugondis is getting close to arrow money. 61 rupees at the northeast corner of the map. But then, oh, wait a minute. This could be another problem. Keys are an issue.
Question in chat or statement: what would be gross would be if the bow is behind this room. Let's see. Gaikatsu, I would say that's absolutely true, except the bow was our Armos item tonight.
Oh, this could be a little hairy here for Ugondis. One more hit from these, well, not anymore, but he was in one shot. He was in one shot range, and the last thing you want to do is clear that Pulse voice room all over again.
That is absolutely true.
Well, there's that key. There's that key you wanted.
Got the key back and probably going to spend it right here. Might try to bomb first. I would try to bomb first.
Absolutely. Bomb to the east and save a key if you can.
Shatty taking a death back to start in level 8. He'll go.
And the bomb does count, and goodness, you're going to need some more to deal with that manhandler. Oh, gets
Perfect
the strike. Wow. And let's see, anything decent in this room? We've cleared a lot of this level, but no dice for Triforce just yet, and that looks like a problem right there.
Short of finding the Triforce, I'm sure Ugondis would love to see the compass.
He's already seen it. It's ladder blocked.
That's right. Here's the Coast Heart in level 8.
Probably not what Shatty wanted to find.
Definitely not what Shatty wanted to find, but silver lining on that. We are early, so hearts matter when it comes to picking up the white sword item.
Also, Shatty's probably tired of going back to start here in this 8.
So I'm not sure if Ugondis was just incrementing his count or displeased at the old man message.
I'd vote on the former on that one, because that's not the first time. Oh. So you have to clear this again. Okay, maybe that's why Ugondis was displeased.
Would be reasonable. So if you're in Shatty's shoes, when you're done with level 8, do you beeline the 2 raft spots just because you got the raft?
You mean if you're in Ugondis' shoes? Shatty doesn't have the raft.
I said it absolutely backwards. My goodness, Moonrisen, look at me do the same thing.
Oh no.
I meant Ugondis' shoes. Shatty could beeline those raft spots, but it's not going to work.
Yeah, but the problem is now Ugondis just found out that the back of level 5 is ladder blocked, which may mean that the Triforce is also ladder blocked.
So, Compass one room, Triforce the next, and Patra in a diagonal block room. Not much fun for Shatty. And level 6 at the top of the waterfall.
And Shatty died on this screen. Oh, this could be a problem.
Well, as long as Shatty didn't mark that screen as cleared, you can bet Shatty will be back there.
Probably right, depending on what's in this level 6, though. Bomb pack. Bomb a couple walls, sure. Pick up the bomb pack. No, very little harm done.
All right, we got the compass in level 8. Shatty immediately turning around and heading towards the blinky dot on the map. A flawless block clip to get through this room. Got to do it again. No problem.
So
Block clips are... Does it bomb?
It does.
It does. Is
but
it ladder
you need
blocked?
the ladder.
It is.
Uh-oh. More problems for Ugondis. 6 maybe Goma blocked a little bit.
So we have a suspected ladder block in 5 and a guaranteed ladder block in 8. So whatever nonsense I was saying earlier about ladder not being required, yeah, that's out the door. Ugondis finding the heart container in level 6.
It's not. Uh-oh.
And none too soon with that room.
Oh goodness. And wow. Okay, this dungeon in particular forces you to be on your toes because yikes. Oh, and of course there's
hey
the
now.
Triforce. But look at
Shatty
that.
purchasing the blue candle.
That's a significant development if you ask me.
Yeah, candle is an important thing to have. The earlier you have it, the better your routing will be in the overworld because you won't be revisiting a bunch of burn bush screens.
Ugondis was probably hoping the push block for the item in level 6 was in that room, but not quite. Does get a key for it though.
So the question is, do we stick around? And there is the white sword item. It is the book.
Book at the connector. Ugondis thought about it, but will pick up the Triforce in 6 for the Triforce lead.
All right, Shatty continuing on Death Mountain. Looks like Ugondis is going to continue moving along the river.
No ladder says no checks here just yet.
Looks like both of our runners up on Death Mountain.
But one's going to have a couple more checks than the other. Oh, first taking of the evening on Eastet Mountain. And Shatty going to take the heart container, and I believe...
Oh, we're visiting the arrow.
Yep. Arrow holds another take any. Not just 7 rupees. Not terrible.
Well, that's not a spot you'll get punished for missing.
Well, unless those 7 rupees are going to help you get the arrows.
Well, it turns out that they could, and 4 hearts was not enough, 5 hearts was not enough. That book is 6 whole heart containers, and I have a feeling Ugondis is going to take the blue candle here.
No surprise there. I mean,
Not really.
You're 26 minutes in. Finding that candle at this stage of the game, that don't feel good.
Well, the only thing I would say is I'm looking at it from booth perspective, which is not racing perspective. I have enough money for the candle. I know where the candle shop is. I'm on Death Mountain, so there's no burn spots. And the way that I'm going to route through Death Mountain, I'll go right by that candle shop. Potato.
I mean, let's be fair. You're in the semifinals of Speedgaming Live.
No. I'm not in the semifinals of Speedgaming Live, and there's a reason for that.
Oh, you and me both. That book, nope. You're going to need 6.
Also, Ugondis did not see the book and try it at 5 to know that it was required at 6. That might have changed the calculus a little bit as well.
That's true. Shatty finds level 7, meanwhile. Not the dungeon you hope to find, probably, but... Oh, goodness, the Rusty. Oh.
It's all right. Equations, thanks for the raid. Welcome on in. You're joining an in-progress match between Ugondis and Shatty. This is the semifinals of the Speedgaming Live 2024 online tournament.
Oh, another spot Shatty won't be able to check yet, and no harm done. That's just a bait shot. Candle Row, meanwhile, being checked. That must have been where level 7 was.
Yeah, it was at the it was the corner of Candle Row. Not the corner here, but where one level 1, whatever direction, right and down.
Northeast corner of Candle Row.
Thank you. Directions are hard. I said your name, Pedantic? Is your name Calculus, or did I just mess up?
Probably talking about potatoes earlier, there, Adam.
Oh, I might have been. I do talk about potatoes. That they are delicious, and I've got a few people that'll be upset at me for saying that, but they are delicious.
Oh, Shatty finding level 3, but getting stopped while Ugondis might have hit gold here. This is level 1, a fairly friendly enemy set, and 2 items. How big would this be if the ladder were here, or maybe a red ring for that matter?
Oh, this level could be chock full of things. About the only thing we won't find here is the wooden boomerang or the book.
That's true enough, because we've already seen them and they're not here. But what is here?
Oh, we're about to find out the first item, and as is being pointed out in chat, that is 2 levels that are powered by subblock. Did you call a ladder?
Well, I kind of did. And that is not small for Ugondis here at level 1. So Ugondis is going to be looking for the floor item now. This room can drop here in level 1, though. So this may be the spot for it.
Well, otherwise, we've got 2 doors and 1 key and a red candle.
Ugondis probably a little salty about this. And oh, Shatty's going to be very
Talking
salty.
about salt.
Yeah, we're all gonna be salty about that small secret. Small secret. Okay, it might as well be small, because 59 rupees for a large secret. No.
Well,
no.
There's your wooden arrow purchase, though, by Shatty.
I mean, considering that the secret was literally two rupees below the arrow price, I don't blame Shatty in the slightest. Oh, game. A mugger in level 1? What is Hyrule coming to?
Okay.
Gone to spotting the bait block, but okay, key blocked, and you've got a room with 6 blue whiz robes. Yeah.
Well, tried to bomb out. That's a strategy I can get behind. And here's Shatty back up here at the waterfall and taking another death.
Oh goodness, level 6 is gonna wait a tad longer.
Uh-oh, Ugondis left those bombs on the ground, going into the cave after the money.
Well,
we've all done that, I think, at one point or another.
I certainly have, and hey, look, another bomb pack for 2. Ugondis doesn't have to feel bad about that for more than 5 seconds. Another heart container for Shatty, meanwhile. Books available.
So now Shatty can get that book, yes.
Let's see what 8-pack has. Another take a knee. And this time Shatty says, give me the potion. Money isn't showing up nearly as often as I'd like here.
Well, we know the money in this seed is typical 2Q money, which is terrible. And here's level 3 for Ugondis.
Shatty couldn't do too much in there, but Ugondis pirouetting again. this is the room that stumped Shatty. But, yes, I remember now. The problem for Shatty is that a ladder block was in the next room, I think. Right here.
Well, I know who won't have a problem with that.
Indeed. And who says there's not something here? Like a map, for example.
Oh, what a gross shape. That is Find the Bomb Wall Deluxe.
I mean, it's not impossible, but that's kind of disgusting nonetheless.
Third time is a charm for Shatty. Gonna get in here in sea level 6. Triforce is ladder blocked. Remains to be seen if there was a workaround for the Chevy room, but that won't matter because we do need that Triforce, or the ladder for the Triforce.
And look at this. This may be the item room one. No, it is not.
Game is mean. And that didn't bomb, so that has to be the old man right there.
Oh, goodness. It is. And you guys... Go ahead.
I was going to say, I agree. Take the Triforce, go back in, because you're going to have to go the other way around anyway.
I mean, you've got what, 5 rooms you haven't looked in? A little bit more than that.
8 to 10.
So chat saying that we've got Zelda's room in level 3.
That's another possibility as well, because we did see an old man previously. And of course, I'm going to always call the wrong thing, because that's what I do, chat, and you've got to help me with that.
Triforce found in level 6 for Shatty. Going to pick it up soon, I believe, because the rest of this area is kind of barren.
I think that's the tail of this seed is resources. Ugondis having the ladder and Red Candle versus Shatty having keys.
I mean, can we have ladder and keys? Is that a possibility here, game?
There's the map of 6, and the reason why I would recommend leaving 6 for another time.
That place is beefy. Speaking of beefy, Ugondis in 7.
About to find out how beefy these red wizrobes are.
You ain't about to experience sadness. As if this room doesn't inspire enough sadness as it is.
Oof, tried to leave the room to cycle and got locked in with a bunch of Gibdos.
And not only do these take forever to kill, but one hug from these Gibdos and Ugondis is back to start. On the flip side, does save the room in case he goes down here.
Thought we might have had an item in level 6, but it's just the transport.
6 doing its best impression of 5 here. Oof,
and those Lionels making Shatty do an impression of a pincushion. Back to start he'll go.
Oh, goodness. Oh, look, the blue wizrobe's gone. Wow. That's going to make clearing this room a lot easier. And, of course, no push block. Game knows, ladies and gentlemen.
And it is definitely a game of find the bomb wall on level 7.
How long we gotta play this stuff?
Until we go back and pick up the book.
Yeah.
And even then, we still might get to play. It's just we'll have an easier time because we'll know the walls that might be bomb walls.
Meanwhile, Ugondis finds the Triforce instead.
I think I agree with looking around a little bit, just because you don't want to come back, but by the same token, this level 7 could be relatively large. And there's the item in 6.
That is a big advantage for Shatty. That is the white sword. That is an offensive upgrade. Speaking of advantages, wand in 7 maybe? Wand right here?
Maybe. Or, you know, if we want to really play the fun, this could be like the red ring, and then you have offense versus defense.
And
it's neither.
It's a recorder in 7. Ugonda's very well rewarded for sticking around.
I think there's something like, is it 11 recorder spots in 2Q? There's a lot of them.
Far more than first quest. Shatty cutting into Ugondis' advantage. Down 3-2 now.
That's right. But Shatty does need to get forced back into level 4 for that ladder. Ugondis immediately answers with the Triforce out of level 7.
I mean, not that the ladder is in 4, but the power bracelet to get the ladder is there.
That is correct. Did I say ladder in 4? Because if I did, man, oh man, was I wrong. Just like I was wrong with the 11 spots. It's only 10.
You weren't wrong. You do need to get into 4 to get the ladder. You're not wrong in saying that.
And I suppose that is true. More meteor insurance for Ugondis.
But a trio of checks here in the desert. Let's see if any of that pays off. Shatty back into 4. This is the play he needed to make. He's going to be very happy he came back.
So, definitely important for Shatty. If level 2 happens to be power bracelet block, though, that's going to be an interesting turnabout. Wooden arrows purchased by Ugondis.
Can't blame him. You got the bow. You've seen Gomas. You know they exist. You don't want them in your way.
Also, being back here and knowing that this room is probably a push block, pretty fast deal for Shatty.
Pretty fast deal, no problem. Power bracelet acquired. Good stuff. Oh goodness, it's
so far the desert's just full of shops.
Yeah, Balm Desert.
And a raid from Druis. Welcome in, Raiders. You are joining an in-progress game between Ugondis and Shatty. This is the SGLIVE online Z1R tournament. This is the semifinals and game 1 of this match.
Shatty finds level 5. Meanwhile, Ugondis finds a useless hint shop.
You mean you wouldn't be purchasing community hints?
I mean, I might, knowing my my habit of playing, but it wouldn't do anything, just like the goggles.
Might even tell you that the goggles do nothing.
That is one of the community hints. You're right.
And here we do see that white sword putting in work for Shatty, making a lot easier go of these Lionels.
No dice for the Western Raft spot, just another bomb shot.
And it looks like the Triforce was not ladder blocked in level 5, but rather key blocked. And Ugondis, having key problems all seed long, didn't choose to spin the key in the double moat room.
That could be a problem, but again, missing an item in the level, I can see them not coming back for a while. Missing a Triforce in the level, yeah, you're gonna have to come back at some point.
All right, Shatty sees the map of level 5, and level 2 is recorder blocked.
Recorder blocked in the southwest corner? Game, what? Don't do that.
So for anyone at home who was playing the which dungeons will we find first and last, this particular seed was Dungeon 4 first and Dungeon 2 last.
That is correct. And now Ugondis is just hoping he finds the item. Okay, that's
Level 2's a snake.
Snake. Yeah, you know what? I've got nothing. After that, I've got nothing.
And that's one of the most classic things that happens for the high-level runners. You see them get the single rupee with an arrow.
Oh, almost.
Oh,
Ugondis almost had another strike.
Bopped by the manhandla and still almost pulled it off. That was exceptional. There is the raft for Shatty in level 5. And by process of elimination, we know that that raft is useless.
Indeed. More firewood. I'd almost say I'm surprised, but at this point,
Honestly, I'm surprised when the raft actually does have something important and gets a little
Oh!
close to that Wizrobe.
Yep, that's what we call a Hyrule driver.
Yes, level 2 is the Cananophone.
Oh dear, I haven't heard that one in a hot minute. I can understand why Ugondis chose to go this way, though. Still looking for the item in level 2. Haven't found it yet.
No item, no heart container, no Triforce.
Does the east side do anything? It does. There's the Triforce.
Question in chat, is 2 a stair item or a floor item? It is a floor item.
And Ugondis is not about to let it go away. He wants that
No,
item.
small dungeon, plus may want the heart container out of this dungeon to guarantee the White Sword book pickup when back on Death Mountain.
No doubt. No doubt.
Level 2 is known for giving out keys. We'll see how long Ugondis stays out of key starvation mode.
Well, there's a useless compass at this point. That's a room.
Looks like Shatty is cashing in and checking the raft spots.
Great.
Double shop.
Indeed. And Shay just says, yeah, I don't need that bait. I don't care for it. You can keep it. Shatty was starting to close in on where level 1 was. He's gonna go towards the grave, though.
Yep, coming over here to this power bracelet spot first, and wasn't this level 1? No, it was not. My memory is bad as usual.
Level 1 was right next to level 8 in the power bracelet spot there.
There is the floor heart for Ugondis, and it looks like the item has to be in the last room, and it is not. I will have visible confusion for a moment.
Maybe it's in the room where Ugondis was taken down not too long ago.
He got through that room. He had to go through that room, or he went through that room this way.
I see. There is level 1 for Shatty.
Oh. Might be above this upgrade room, bomb upgrade.
This was the room he got taken down in earlier. Almost got taken down again. There is the any key.
What feels better than getting 5 keys out of a dungeon? Getting the any key out of the dungeon. And Shatty finally gets that ladder.
A little bit delayed, but has the white sword and will be able to clear dungeons a lot quicker than Ugondis did. Even if Ugondis did quite a job taking down several dungeons with just a wood sword.
There's the red candle for Shatty. Yes, the any key. If you're starving for keys, the any key is your food.
It's your buffet, more like.
Shatty, no hesitation, paying the mugger with a heart.
A little surprised at the lack of hesitation, but you do not want to be held up. You're 50 minutes in, you've got 3 Triforces. Comes a time where you have to just throw caution to the wind and say, let's do things. I think Ugondis wants to go back to level 1 and 8, meanwhile. It's 2 of the dungeons he has yet to clear. And now with the any key, his biggest problem is now in the past. Shatty gets a Triforce from level 1, custom Triforce lead down to 5-4.
Yep, and we've got a question in chat. So silver's an 8 or 9 or maybe 3.
Oh, Ugondis went right for the book. Can't say I blame him.
For this level 8, that could be a very big play. Of course, it could also make Ugondis take a little bit of a different route than Shatty, even though Shatty's been in level 8 quite a bit.
Indeed, my goodness. Ugondis with some flawless screen scrolling as well. Shatty no slouch either. If you've watched Shatty play Z1R at all, or even Z1, you know screen scrolls for him, not a problem either.
All right, Ugondis filling up on bombs and heading directly towards that blinky Triforce. Shatty, in the meantime, walking past the Triforce in level 8, finds a heart container, and will continue looking for the last item in here.
I mean, silvers could be in here. Red ring could also be here. Shatty's probably going to take either one. Ugondis Triforce in 1 now takes a 6-4 lead.
It's the wand.
Again, can't complain about that. The wand white sword combo now in play. 4 damage hits.
And there is that map for level 8. That is levels of disgusting if you're trying to find bomb walls.
There's no way you know that bomb wall is there if you're Shatty right now. If this is where the second item is, Shatty might be looking for it for a while, and it may just be.
I think Shatty already got the second item. It was the heart container, but
you're right.
I like where your mind is, Moonrisen.
But again, wow, as you were saying, something like this, something like the book may give Ugondis a few more rooms to clear. And just look at what's going on here. Shatty didn't know this was here. It's not going to hurt him.
All right, Shatty is back in level 3. So this should give us the answer on the location of the silvers. I can't imagine Shatty will leave this dungeon without the item, unless, of course, keys come into play.
With one key left in such a... I mean, you're going this way in level 3 and no other. Map. Nice spot for the map game.
Yep, Shatty's going to be disappointed in this room in about 5 seconds. But Shatty's a pro and will not register any disappointment there.
No. It's just, oh, game, you're doing this now? Okay, whatever. Don't look now. We're all tied up.
We are tied up, and we do know that Shatty needs to take the time to dig the recorder out of level 7. Shatty may know that he needs to take the time to dig the recorder out of level 7.
Yes, I think you may be right there. Because at this point, Shatty knows that the recorder is in level 7. Well, maybe not yet, but as soon as he finds the item in level 3, he'll know.
Yeah, unless Shatty has some other overworld spots that I don't know about. That was a great Kananiki on Shatty's side.
Indeed, but he'll... Oh, and he won't be able to keep going unless there's a key here, and there isn't.
Oh, this game just keeps getting... So, I guess I'm going to say better, and it really depends on which position you're looking from.
I mean, if you're on Team Shatty, that is the last thing you want to see. Oh, my goodness. He has to go to the corner. Keys? Do you have a key? We have a nickel.
They might be called keys, but all they have are rupees.
Yeah, right? And right now, 56 minutes in, you've been making some progress, but now what do you do?
So, Ugondis is going to continue in level 8 till both the Triforce and the second item are found, I think. Might bail on the second item, but I don't think so. Probably will go to 3 before 9, but again, I'm just the conjecture guy in the booth.
Ugondis also needs to take care of 5. But I think you're right. 3 is a small enough dungeon. Ugondis knows exactly where he has to go in there. I think you're right. I think level 3 has to go down before 9.
Yeah, I can't see any reason why we wouldn't do that, unless, of course, and we know this isn't going to happen, but if the silvers happen to pop up here in 8.
I mean, you're right. So there's the Triforce. Ugondis goes right for it. Are we going to see a gamble here?
Well, we'll know in a second if Ugondis goes back in or not.
And the answer is... Oh, he's gone.
Gamba time. Let's go.
Oh, my. That is... Wow, that is a decision I probably wouldn't have made. But that's why I'm here in the boot.
Yeah, it depends. If we're going back to 3, we can whistle to 3, check 3. We probably can check 3 faster than we can check the rest of 8. So, honestly, not a terrible decision now that I'm looking at it and half thinking about it.
You're right.
You know, and if 3 is not the answer, then you just whistle right back to 8.
Ugondis
I was going to say Ugondis, but just needed to look at the map and refresh memory. Yeah, and I can understand needing to refresh memory. Yeah. And also, did you notice the pause strats there as Shatty grabs the book?
Book acquired. Could have had it earlier, but again, not going to hurt him. At least he's going to have it going in the 9. and 7 for that matter. Heart container.
Yeah, good for both. Good for both locations, actually. And you know what? Shatty's. Wait, no, it's the other side of the screen. I was gonna say Shatty's not checking the river spots. I'm confused, but I got confused as to which river spot we were on.
That's interesting time for that hint.
As well as that hint.
I mean, at least at least you've got the recorder. The recorder is somewhere. You have to be told it's not edible for reasons.
I know exactly why you're told it's not edible.
Looks like a breadstick. You're right.
Yep, exactly. Oh, that black floor and it slammed shut. Even though we've seen the old man room in here, I still thought there was a potential this was going to be a mugger for some reason.
Mugger, bait block. I felt the same way.
All right, this should be the item in level 3. Is it the item that we seek?
And if it isn't, maybe it's a red ring. What is it, game?
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Yeah, Ugondis must be feeling like $1 million right now. There's the silvers in 3.
That is go mode for Ugondis, and really bad news for Shatty, except for one small thing. Shatty has another key and is back here in 3. I can't remember if there was a second key door, though.
Oh my goodness, if I don't believe so, but another problem. He's down to 1 heart. Ugondis, do you have Triforce from 5? Yeah, nah. You have to be doing something else first. Also, take a look at that 9.
That was one chonky 9.
Yeah, that was kind of disgusting. Shatty, there are your silvers. Shatty now in go mode. Needs to find the recorder from 7.
Yep, so we do know that the red ring and the magical boomerang are in level 9. And Shatty is going to have quite the deficit going into level 9, but we don't call level 9 the Great Equalizer for nothing.
I mean, oh my goodness, that Triforce was quick. Ugondis is heading right back.
No. Ugondis knew it was like 5 or 6 rooms. Remember, he cleared all at level 5 earlier.
True, but that wasn't 5 or 6 rooms in. That was 2 rooms in.
Oh yeah, no. The only reason Ugondis didn't get that last time was keys.
Yeah, keys being, we no longer have a key situation. Anyway, Ugondis into level 9 at 1 hour, 1 minute, and 55 seconds.
And that, if I'm counting correctly, is a 59-room chonker 9. And we see level 7. I see calls out that level 7 is a hand. It looks a little bit like a sub to me.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you there. Submarine all day.
Close on that Scaramucci. I'd call it Mega 9 if it was 64 rooms.
I just call that the brick.
I like it. Level 9. Level 9's a glacier. Is that what we're calling it?
Sounds about right. So, I mean, at the same time, you don't need to be paying $16 for to get into this level 7.
All right, Shatty does know where the Triforce is here in level 7, but we'll need the item. Oh, tried to do a bomb Kananaki. That was close.
Oh, goodness. And now Shatty in a bad spot. No keys, no bombs.
No keys, no bombs, and doesn't know that his opponent is already in level 9.
Back back-to-back hint rooms, quote-unquote. Level 9. Goodness. So one thing a big level 9 like this can do is it's going to force you to explore a lot of spots. One thing these large level 9s don't do usually, they don't do crimes against cookies. You won't have tiny segments that often.
My favorite part about that is now I can't wait to see 3 one-off rooms.
Oh, just so the game
And
tells me that I'm
because the game hears you, and
Yes.
That's what it does. There's
Yes,
the recorder for Shatty.
Yes, when we commentators say something from time to time, the game likes to, make us look like fools.
I don't need the game's help for that. I can make myself look like a fool all night long.
I'm not going to argue with that.
Hooray?
Item in 9, wrong item, says Ugondis. I wanted the other one.
And I believe Ugondis would have it down to being red ring, wand, or magical boomerang. And of course, the game knows this too, and always it's the one you don't want to see.
He doesn't have the white sword either.
Oh, that's right. So I totally forgot about the white sword out of 6. Silly wood sword on the tracker, making me overlook it because it's not grayed out wood sword.
Such is.
Absolutely. There's a Triforce out of level 7 for Shatty. Needs to get back to level 2 in a hurry.
And here's an interesting question. Now, with the white sword, should Shatty get into 9 without much more of a deficit? How much time is he going to make up in 9?
So, I would say the biggest problem for Shatty is that big ol' 0 by the keys, and the fact that most likely in this situation, you're an hour and 6 minutes in, you still haven't found level 2. Are you going to spend the time to even look for the item in 2?
Kidnapped found for Ugondis. Where was level 2? It was in the southwest recorder spot.
Yep, and Shatty is going to take probably the exact same route around the recorder spots that Ugondis did.
That looks entirely possible.
And now with Zelda found...
And look out. We've got the call of bacon here for Ugondis.
Oh, that's not so good for Shatty if you're on Team Shatty.
No, it is not. Time is ticking. Ugondis. I think we've locked on to where Ganon is, but...
I think so. I think he has to go back left and down.
We'll see.
And then down again.
Yeah, that looks
Could also be
likely.
to the right, but I don't think we heard. It's got to be to the right,
it is
right?
to the right. Oh. And
Could this be that 2-room segment you were saying probably wouldn't exist?
Well, no.
No.
And at 1 hour, 7 minutes, and 57 seconds, we've got our first Ganon sighting of the evening. Ugondis looking to take game 1 of this semifinal.
All right, we have 9 full hearts. We have a wooden sword. We have a potion, and we have a bomb wall that is going to act like a black hole and just suck us right back through.
Now, here's the problem for Ugondis. No ring, wood sword. You need the 15 hits. Or... Okay, make me... Wait, what?
It's 15 hits with the wood sword.
Yeah, for a minute there I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, fireballs deal 1 damage. But Ugondis, Stunlock, Ganon
Now
Hug.
there's a driver.
Yep. And takes
Potion
one
down once.
Ugondis does have another use for it, though.
Just got to be careful not to have that bomb hole suck you right back through. That would restart this whole fight.
And speaking of restart, yep, Ugondis using that
There
other
it
potion
goes.
shot because another Ganon Hug would have been
A
it.
little bit of a stun. Lost the stun again.
Needs one or two more hits. Got it.
There it is. That is the end of Ganon. Bacon acquired by Ugondis. Triforce of Power in hand. Just needs to walk back to the location of the kidnapped.
Ugondis knows exactly
Absolutely
where that
no
is.
respect for the land molas.
Can you blame him? He knows where the kidnapped is. He doesn't have time for this. Spiky? Yeah, no. I have bacon and I have somebody who's hungry for breakfast. Get your GGs out in chat, everybody, for your race winner here tonight, Ugondis, with an official race time, GG time of 1 hour, 9 minutes, and 50 seconds. Ugondis takes game one of this best of three. And joining us in chat, our race winner here tonight and taking game one, Ugondis. Congratulations. GG's.
Hey, thank you. Thank you very much. Oh man, Ganon. I had a seed earlier I was playing today where I died to Ganon 4 times and bought 4 potions. And I was ready. I was getting real scared there and I kept losing the stun lock. Oh. If you saw when I was so nervous and excited when I saw those silvers that I forgot I still hadn't got the Triforce in 5 yet.
We saw it.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. I knew I was gonna have to gamble for playing against Shatty, and they paid off.
I mean, that big gamble was in level 8. I fail. That was...
Yeah, 8 was if I run into the and I wasn't totally sure if I came into the Triforce and I got it, and like at first I was like, okay, let's gamble for 9, and I was fluting a 4, and I'm like, and it's like hits me there. Wait, 3 has an item. Let's do 3 real quick because it was keyed, and you got keys now. And oh man, then I felt my I felt my heart come out of my chest when I got that.
Other than that, goodness, no. You probably hoped the red ring was that first item you found in 9.
Oh, I would have taken anything. Red ring, white sword, red ring. Absolutely, I would have taken red ring first, but I still didn't even have wand either.
Right, that was the item you skipped in 8.
Which one?
You found the heart container, and then the wand was the second item in 8.
Yeah, wand. Okay. Well, that would have been the least important of those 3, but I would have taken any of them in 9.
All right, it looks like Shatty did go left in level 2 and acquired the any key. Now has the compass and heading towards the Triforce. Man,
I took a terrible death in 2 in the any key room, and I really thought that was a bad. I was like, oh man, this is gonna be. If I lose, I'm gonna look back on this room, and I got gridded trying to kill a Wizrobe, and I figured I was really mad at that point. And man, it all worked out though.
And we are joined by our race runner-up, Shatty. GG, Shatty.
Yo, GG's.
Hey, thanks, Shatty. GG, man.
So I think the story of this seed is probably the power bracelet out of level 4.
Oh, yeah, that was the first thing I got, yeah.
So I dug for swordless, got the Triforce.
Oh.
I knew that I saw the snake room, and then I was like, yeah, whatever.
Okay.
Sure, I'll find other stuff along the way, and then got everything else I could. And then same thing with the record. I knew I needed the recorder because I checked all the spots and just last location that too. So that's the way it goes sometimes. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, I found the Triforce in 7, but I was like, now let's check 6 more rooms. That's exactly what I told myself, and it was like the 5th room was the recorder. I was like, okay, this could. I didn't know 2 was under it yet, of course, and I wasn't sure because I still had a lot of overworld left. But and when I saw later, I was like, wow, that was a pretty good find.
Speaking of pretty good find, Shatty, goodness, your path through 9 is wow.
found Ganon quickly. At least the roar. Yeah, I know. Couldn't get out of my own way. Between the bracelet and then everything was ladder blocked and the ladder sitting under the bracelet.
I mean, at the same time, you had White Sword, and for a moment, I was wondering just how much ground are you going to make up with that White Sword? Answer is you almost made it all the way back.
Yeah, I mean, Ugondis is so good. There's no once he's ahead, forget about it. Sitting in his rearview mirror.
I knew against playing you, Shatty. I mean, there was gonna have to be gambles. Like there's a lot of respect here. So, just they paid off. Let's see if they keep paying off. Like I said earlier, I was telling him right before you showed up, I was doing practice seeds earlier today, and I died to Ganon on a practice seed 4 times. I bought 4 potions, used 8 drinks, and died to Ganon 4 times. And I'm like, oh man, this is a bad sign, you know.
Get this one out of the way.
Yeah, exactly. But when I came into this Ganon and I had wood sword and green armor, I'm like, oh boy, here we go. And I lost the stun lock on him like 3 times, and I was like, oh no, because I knew where Princess was, and I assuming you are right behind me, and if not, already ahead of me.
But as we can see here, Shatty did not take the path through 9 that led him by where Zelda is, so still exploring. But once the piggy's down, it's kind of fast.
How'd you get
Unless
up there?
the game says
a stair or something?
Up to where you are right now?
No, to where the girl was. You looked like you found the girl first.
It was just a path. You could walk kind of. I can't. I'm not sure. I don't remember. But I think I just walked. Oh, I still have my tracker up here. Let's see. Yeah, there was a sad path. So wow, yeah. So right to the left of start ended up being a staircase that led up to the top left, and then that all connected. But from Ganon, you could walk right to Zelda. But I mean, you didn't know that at that point. But yeah.
Get your GGs out in chat for Shatty, finishing at 117.08.
So I know it doesn't look like it by the time you guys finish, but this relatively close race, very fast from both of you. Looking forward to round 2, which will be Friday night at 10:45 p.m. Eastern. So that's the 27th of September. So everybody keep your eyes out for that to be scheduled. And should Game 3 be required, it will be played immediately following Game 2.
All the hype.
Yep, let's go. Hey, thank you, Speedgaming. Thank you, Moonrisen. Thank you, Adam. And thank you, Califax. Appreciate it. Thank you very much, guys.
Same. GG's Ugondis.
Yep, thank you.
Yeah, we'll see everyone Friday.
All right.
All right. Well, I dropped some links in chat. So, chat, if you aren't already following our runners, why aren't you following our runners? They're amazing Z1R players. Plus, I have it on good authority. They might play other games just for fun. And also, if you're feeling up to it, follow our tracker Califax. Without trackers, not only are we more lost up in the booth than we normally are, but we don't get restreamed. And follow my co-com, Moonrisen Phoenix. Without Moonrisen up here, you'd just be listening to me tonight, and I don't know how much you guys could take of that.
And feel free to follow my co-commentator, Adam, JXB Adam. Again, always a pleasure working with you, but I also do have to thank Shatty and Ugondis tonight. Great show from both of you. Really looking forward to Friday night. Possible doubleheader. We'll see how things go.
And I love how everybody says follow me. I don't stream, but that's okay. I appreciate it anyway, everyone. And yes, the potential doubleheader on Friday, I recommend everybody come check it out. It's going to be awesome. This is the semifinals after all. Moonrisen, you got anything else for the evening?
First, I'd want to ask our runners, Shatty, Ugondis, anything else you'd like to share with with our viewers here tonight?
Nope. Good night. GG's.
Yep, I'm good. GG. Thank you very much.
Thank you again for putting on a great show, Adam. Guess it's time we start to wrap up for the evening.
That seems good to me. As always, a pleasure getting up here in the booth, working with you, working with Califax, one of the professional trackers that we have for this game. Great thanks to Ugondis and Shatty for coming out here, joining this tournament and racing for our entertainment. Thank you to Speedgaming for allowing us to use your channels to restream. Without a place to restream, nobody gets to watch this, and boy, that's miserable. And with that, on behalf of myself, JXB Adam, my co-com, Moonrisen Phoenix, our excellent tracker, Califax, both of our racers, Shatty and Ugondis, I would like to tell everyone, join us again Friday, 10:45 p.m. Eastern. Check the Speed Gaming schedule for which channel. We will be back then, and at that time, we will see you in Hyrule. For now, have a great evening. Good night, everybody.